What's up, workout crew? In today's video, we're gonna do a quick review of the Salomon S Lab Sense 2. But first, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's cue that intro. What's up, guys? Coach Ty here, and we're in the Generator Athlete Lab Gym. We have that gear review for you guys here today. But real quick, as many of you know, I do got a kind of a hurt ankle right now, so no racing vlogs or training vlogs for this month. We're gonna save that for February. But in January, I'm gonna get to a bunch of videos that I've been meaning to get to, which is gear reviews and workout videos to help make you guys smarter and stronger trail runners. So let's get into the review for this vest. We have 5 topics to cover. First one is, why did I buy the vest? Next one is sizing. Third one's gonna be durability and quality. Fourth one is problems I had with the vest. And the fifth one would be, what is this vest made for? Now, these are all my own personal opinions. And with that, let's get into today's video. All right, why did I buy this vest? Now, in all the 100-mile, I've done 3 100-milers, 4 100Ks, 2 50-milers, a bunch of 60Ks. In all of those races, this Ultimate Direction Scott Jurek vest has done me wonders. It's got the hard shell bottles here. I got some storage back here, and as you can see, it's very well worn, and it's done the trick for me. But in 2020, I committed to start racing races instead of being a mid-pack runner, and I just felt like I needed something lighter weight, something more breathable, and I wanted the soft flask bottles instead of the hard shell, because when you're running fast and the water sloshing around in the hard shell bottles, it's just not comfortable. So I did a bunch of research on Nathan, Ultimate Direction, and Salomon. And this Salomon S Lab Sense 2 looked like the best bet. It was the lightest one out of the research I did. I might be wrong, but it comes down to about 95 grams. And with the water on it, about 163 grams. Nothing else compared to it. It looked the most breathable, so I decided to go for this one instead of what I've used before in the past. And so I ordered this vest. Now let me switch this up real fast, and then we'll get into the next topic. All right, guys, let's talk about sizing. Now, when you go on the website, I was trying to figure out what size to get. It asks you to measure your chest in inches. I had about 35-inch chest, and I looked on the website and I was like, okay, small. On the small, it says like 34 inches to 37 inches. I'm about 35, somewhere in the middle. I'm gonna order the small. I got the small, I tried it on. It fit really well, but when I filled up the water bottles and started jogging around in it, it wasn't tight enough. I could tighten this thing all the way, and I just didn't feel like it fitted enough. So I ordered the extra small. When it came in, I compared the two, and the extra small was definitely the way to go. So my recommendation, after you measure your chest and you figure out what size you need, I would probably go down one size, right? Because the fabric is very stretchy, and I feel like you're gonna want the vest to fit very tight. You don't want it to feel loose at all. So I ordered the small. Small didn't fit very well, so I got the extra small, and it fits perfectly. I love it. Go for that. All right, guys, so next up is quality and durability. So how well has this vest held up in training and in races? So I did the Captain Carl's 25-miler here in Texas. After that, I did the Wonderland Trail Marathon. And then 2 weeks after that, I did the Wild Hare 50K. I did a couple of training runs. And after doing all those races, sweating a ton in them, putting liquid in the bottles and stretching out these pockets and stuffing the pockets full of stuff, it still feels just the same as it did when I first bought it. These pockets didn't get stretched out. The fabric is holding together. No tears anywhere in the pockets. The back of it still looks great. It still fits the same as before. So I would say quality is wonderful. Okay, so now we're getting into the subject I'm sure you're curious about, which is problems I had with this vest. Now, there's a couple of problems, but there are fixes to them. The first problem is this bottle right here. When I'm using the bottles, and of course you squeeze them to drink out of it, but if you squeeze and pull at the same time, these caps fall off. And I was racing the Cactus Rose 25 miler, and I did that. The top of it fell off on the ground, and I wasted about 30 to 40 seconds trying to find it again. So that's a huge negative. I don't like how this thing pops off, but there is a fix, and I'll show you that here in just a second. Now, on my first race, the next thing I didn't like was these hard bottles here on the things. And when I was running at the end of the race, they just kind of really bruised my ribs. But the weird part is, in the next marathon I ran and then the next 50K, I didn't have that problem anymore. It only happened in one race. So I think you just need to work on trying to figure out how to position the bottles inside the vest so it doesn't rub. So, because in those other training runs, I don't think I changed anything, but it must have been positioned just slightly differently so it didn't rub. So if it does rub, I would just work on how you position the bottles inside here and where you put things in the pockets. Next thing is, and there's a fix for it, but I didn't realize the first time I ran in this soft flask bottle just kept falling farther and farther down into the pocket, just like that. And it was very annoying. But then, check this out, quick fix, which is actually really great. There's this little cord right here that you can wrap around the lid, and it stays up and doesn't fall down in your pocket. So that is wonderful. The next thing is the biggest part that I don't like about this vest. In the other vest that I had on earlier, you just pull the bottle out, drink it, and it's very easy to stuff it back in. But with these soft flasks, it is very annoying when you pull it out to drink water to stuff it back into the pocket, right? And eventually you just find yourself just kind of lifting it up like this, drinking it, and then pushing it back down, because you don't want to pull it out because it takes a lot of effort to put it back into this pocket. So that was very annoying, and I didn't like that. So, but there's a fix. Thank you, Salomon. And the fix is, watch. And the fix is these straws. Check it out. So Salomon has these big old long straws, and you just stuff it in the pocket. And I was afraid it was going to hit me in the face, but you can just tuck it down just like this. Look at that. Look at that. And then you're running, they don't pop out. Okay, when I did the Wild Hair 50K, this worked perfectly. So when I needed a drink, just pull it out, drink. You don't have to lift the bottle. Okay, and then you tuck it back in there and you start running again. It was wonderful. So that was a quick fix. And then now with these straws, it makes this vest just awesome. Highly recommend it. Let's get into the next topic. All right, guys, last part of this review is, what is this vest made for? And of course, it is made for short runs or races. I wouldn't wear this vest for a long 20-mile training run on my own, right? But if I was going to do that training run on a 5-mile loop, then I'd wear this vest. If I was going to be supported by a family member in a training run, I'd wear this vest. But if I was going to go on like a 30-mile loop, I would think about getting some type of other vest that maybe had a bladder or just has more pockets. And of course, for racing, if the aid stations are going to be 4 to 6 miles apart from each other, this is an awesome vest for that. It's lightweight, it was very breathable, and it'll be a great vest for racing, where the only liquids you need are the 2 bottles up front. You don't need any more, because as you can see back here, it doesn't have much more pockets. It just has enough pockets for something, which when I went to Seattle, Washington for vacation recently, and I was running on some of the Wonderland trails. I didn't go very far. I decided just to take this vest, just the bottles, and I put my micro spikes back here in the back. Didn't actually need the micro spikes for running in ice and stuff, but it was a great little pocket to put that in. Now, if you want some quick recommendations, of course, recently I did the Grand Canyon and I used this Ultimate Direction vest. I have this bladder for it, okay, and this was an awesome vest for that. It's the Mountain Vest S. You can find it down in the show notes down below. And of course, Nathan has some great vests as well, okay. But would I recommend the Salomon S Lab Sense 2? I would highly recommend it for racing and shorter runs, but I wouldn't get the vest without the straws. You have to have the straws, otherwise it's kind of an annoying vest. Anyways, guys, that's my review for today. I hope it helped you out. If it did help you out, make sure you hit that like button and comment down below. Let me know what type of vest that you guys use, and I think that's it. Remember, I work at Generator Athlete Lab here in Austin, Texas. We have virtual workouts as well. So if you want some workouts, just shoot me up a message on Facebook or Instagram. Links are down below. I'll get you the first workout. It is free. And I got some workout videos coming up soon. Guys, now get out there and run. Stay epic. Don't forget to be awesome. I'll see you back here next time. And I think that's it. Yeah, you guys are great. Laters.